Right now at 11, an accused LA gang leader takes to social media just moments before turning himself in to the FBI. It's the latest twist in a story we've been following all day long. Federal officers arresting more than a dozen members tied to the gang known as the Rolling 60s Neighborhood Crips. Tonight, the feds say they have the man who is their leader. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher joining us now with what we're learning tonight. Michelle.
Mark, for many in Los Angeles, Eugene Henley Jr. is known as someone who has worked to keep others and the youth out of gangs. But in an ironic twist, federal authorities are now saying he was running a mafia-like criminal enterprise.
This is my last video before I turn myself in.
Eugene Henley Jr., a.k.a. Big U, defending himself in a series of social media videos taken on his way to surrender to authorities for RICO charges.
I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can.
Federal authorities this week announced that more than a dozen Rolling 60s members and associates, including Eugene Big U Henley, have been charged in a sprawling criminal case. Henley, who is said to have helped launch Nipsey Hussle's rap career, has been accused in a federal complaint of running a mafia-like criminal enterprise that carried out a series of racketeering crimes, including extortion, human trafficking, fraud, and the 2021 murder of an aspiring rap musician. He will remain in federal custody at least until his detention hearing on March 31st.
This coming hours after the U.S. Attorney's Office laid out their allegations against him Wednesday.
Mr. Henley operated Big U Enterprises, a mafia-like organization that utilized Mr. Henley's stature and long-standing association with the Crips criminal street gang.
Known in the entertainment world as one of rap's top kingmakers, the Department of Justice alleges Henley murdered a musician signed to his label in 2021 and used his nonprofit to line his own pockets.
Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options. Henley used this charity as a front.
Last December, ABC 7 caught up with Henley after his charity's truck full of Christmas presents for Crenshaw area kids was stolen. He was there with his son, Dayon Henley, a linebacker for the LA Chargers.
I know Big U. I know his organization, and this broke my heart.
The allegations against Henley shocking for Georgia Leap, who worked closely with him through LA's Office of Gang Reduction and Youth Development.
Did I go home at night and think, I wonder what's going on with him? Never.
The FBI today announcing charges for at least 18 others allegedly involved after raiding 6 different Crips locations this morning. Air 7 overhead as some of the alleged gang members were processed outside the FBI's LA field office.
It is believed that the Rolling 60s Neighborhood Crips took their names from the numbered streets between Slauson and Florence Avenues. In a 107-page federal complaint charging Henley and others, Andrew Rosa, an FBI agent, described the Rolling 60s as a violent criminal street gang with associated sets in several other states. Henley is an admitted member of the original gangster. Henley is an admitted member and original gangster or OG of the Rolling 60s. The FBI began investigating the Rolling 60s in August of 2020, according to the federal complaint charging Henley and others. The following year, the federal agency launched an investigation into Big U Enterprises and its association with the Rolling 60s. On wiretap calls, according to the complaint, Henley allegedly recounted being bigger than any Rolling 60s member, including Nipsey Hussle.
This is going to probably be my last video. I'm going to go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, they was asking about whack, Luce Cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was going to take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and they can go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Cause I ain't did nothing.
All right, peace. Peace. You already know where you at and who you rocking with, right? Right. So let's get to that thing. Yo, Big U has turned himself in. Him along with himself and rather about 12 other members supposedly of the Rolling 60s have been indicted and formally charged in a federal complaint alleging everything from racketeering to fraud, extortion, a gang of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Murder even. He's supposed to murder a young rapper in Las Vegas or whatnot. This is crazy. That's the cost of fame though. You feel me? Everybody want to be acknowledged. Sometimes the wrong people want acknowledgement. You dig what I'm talking about? If you conducting the type of business that they say Dog was conducting, then you got no business out in front of cameras. Got no business telling the story about this and that and the other because you could trip up. You feel? Everybody ain't no Jay Prince. You dig? And Jay Prince speaks sparingly. He appears sparingly. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just jumping in front of cameras and popping out at different and every event like Big U was doing. I'm gonna read from the article in the LA Times because they said some interesting things. But one of the things that he said that stuck to me in his video after calling Whack 100, Loose Cannon, and 600 raps. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying that this all happened at the behest of them because of the way that they had been handling his reputation and things that went on with him. And I somewhat agree. But the one thing he said was, I ain't never been nothing but good to this community. Man, that's cap. That's cap. He may have did some good things with that football, even with that organization they accusing him of defrauding and funneling money from or whatnot. But man, you destroyed your community. You destroyed people. Man, that lady, like 600 say, that woman saying her son's DNA, your DNA is on her son's fingernails or under his fingernails or something, man. Explain that. He said, I'm turning myself in because I ain't did nothing wrong and this and that and the other. You know, I feel him to a degree, but you know, when the news was reporting that, did dudes get an attitude about that? Were dudes upset that the news was carrying the fact that he was arrested or being indicted on RICO charges or racketeering charges and this and that and the other? You feel me? Niggas pick and choose. You dig? Now, some of this information came beforehand. I will say that 600, niggas calling him a cop. I ain't gonna say that. You feel me? But 600 dude, Whack 100, Luce for sure. Loose Cannon is exactly what his name says he is. He's a loose cannon. He'll tell. He done told. You feel me? Luce will tell. I'm going to get to that, man, because he comes up in this article, Tremaine Ashley something. That's Luce. You feel me? But yeah. He done told, man. And my question is, to all you street niggas, are y'all gonna blame No Jumper? You feel me? let me know if you feel like No Jumper is complicit in these charges that's going against Big U and Brick Baby and them and this and that and the other. I don't think so. You feel me? Because niggas jump on these platforms wanting to talk, and they don't have to answer these questions. They don't have to talk about these situations. There's a gang of people that didn't feel comfortable answering the questions whomever asked them, be it Vlad, be it Adam, be it whoever. I ain't talking about that. I don't talk about that. You feel me? Moving on. I just don't but niggas be wanting to be somebody in the eyes of the public. They be wanting people to acknowledge them. That's why I said, you feel me? People be wanting to be acknowledged to the wrong degree sometimes until it get them into situations like this, like the Luce Cannon nigga. Man, anyway, check it out. It said Henley is an admitted member and original gangster or OG of the Rolling 60s. A dude named Rosa wrote. I think Rosa is a law enforcement officer or whatnot. Nah, it say although law enforcement called Henley the leader of the Rolling 60s, Skip Townsend, a gang interventionalist in LA, said there is no leader. He added that the group is not structured as a gang. There's no hierarchy. So do you think a gang, what do they call him, interventionist, will be enough to get Big U off the head of the RICO charge? Because as I see it, he at the head of the indictment, and everything else falls around him. You feel me? So there has to be a lead. Somebody had to put the plays, call the shots. There had to be a quarterback, so they're calling him the quarterback. Dude saying it's not one. There is no hierarchy. There is no structure to the game. So you think that will have any validity or will even come up in the proceedings when it comes to Big U and his role or lack thereof? It said the FBI began their investigation of the Rolling 60s in August of 2020, according to a federal complaint charging Henley and others. The following year, the federal agency launched an investigation into Big U Enterprise and its association with the Rolling 60s. On wiretap calls, according to the complaint, Henley allegedly recounted being bigger than the Rolling 60s, bigger than any Rolling 60s member, including Hussle. Now, it says Hussle. That's Nipsey Hussle. And a lot of people were upset when Nip died. They even seen the clip, a dude saying this.
Justice for them. You did.
Yeah, what he laughing for? You justice for Nip. That gives some validity to us that don't believe that it was just coincidental. That gives some validity to what Black Sam was saying, that somebody sent shitty cuz his way. And everybody just about hypothesized or thought that it would be Big U, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's bigger than the program. I know y'all done heard people say that before, right? Nobody bigger than the program. Nobody bigger than the program. I think Big U about to find that out. You feel me? Big U about to find out. He been finding out, man. Luce been telling on that nigga online for a minute. And you know, I don't know if y'all consider it telling or not, but you know, when you like, for instance, Luce got online and he said this.
Because he'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're going to just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cuz it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns. And when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like, he was doing like shit like that. And I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because
this is high-tech shit.
I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right?
So basically, it's like.
Nah. He gave that away. Basically, like they indicting Big U and the rest of their organization, of the members that they have, on the words of what's his name, Luce Cannon, right? Luce Cannon got up there and recounted them robbing a dispensary. You feel me? And doing this and that and the other. And we give them this back and this and that. They use that as evidence of what not to connect the dot to here and there. So he didn't already told. As far as I'm concerned, all he could say is he was making something up on no jumper. But that ain't gonna work because nigga, it's too. They don't believe in coincidences. When the feds come, they got you. Ain't gonna be no coincidence involved in that. You said a little too much and you let him through the door with that. So he gonna have to stand on that and do some more telling. That's why I say, Big, you about to understand he not bigger than the program, because niggas about to start opening. Do you think Luce Cannon will tell? Jump in the comment box and let me know that. Granted, given everything he said already in the public about the truck being robbed, he went on a big rant about the Christmas gifts. I think Big U was supposed to give away Christmas gifts and the truck being robbed. He said Big U robbed himself and this and that and the other, and Blase split you dirty, you did this and that and the other. Do you think that type of stuff gonna come up in court? You feel me? Look, it's after a years-long investigation, FBI investigation, federal authorities have accused Henley of kidnapping and fatally shooting a young rapper in the face and leaving his body in the Las Vegas desert over perceived disrespect. He also is accused of directing the robbery of a unlicensed LA dispensary that had stopped making extortion payments. Henley also, now that's what we were just speaking about. That's what Luce was just talking about right there. You feel me? Henley also allegedly defrauded companies, donors, athletes, celebrities, including professional basketball player Draymond Green and former NBA MVP Shaquille O'Neal, persuading them to donate to his charities and later allegedly transferring the money to his own personal bank account. Now, even if they did donate to his charity and I ain't gonna say donated it to his bank account, he switched it over. That don't mean he wasn't handling business for the organization, right? That just means he switched it from one account to the next in order to do whatever he needed to do in that fashion. Now that may sound tricky, but you feel me? You gotta flip. It's two sides to every coin. You gotta flip it. Authorities have accused Henley of fraudulently obtaining funding from the Gang Reduction and Youth Development Program overseen by the LA Mayor's Office, his nonprofit Developing Options, and allotted $2.35 million from the city from July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2023, according to the complaint. Henley's organization is one of more than 20 involved in the GRYD, I guess that's grid, according to the city. Now let me see, man. There's something in here in regards to Luce Cannon. He came up by name, man. The effort to thwart oversight from many avenues funded. No, that ain't it. How Big U responded. Big U, before he surrendered to authorities, Henley made a video blaming the allegations against him on the internet gossip. In recent years, posts on social media have accused Henley of killing Rashawn Williams. What's his name? Rashawn Williams. Authorities made a nod to that in the federal complaint, pointing out that Within days of Williams' death, multiple people sent Instagram messages to Henley demanding answers for what had happened to RW, all of which went without a response. See, that's what I'm saying. They monitoring everything. You see that within days of dog, or them hearing what happened to dog, they monitoring the amount of activity on his Instagram post and who's sending him what and asking him what questions. It goes deep, man. You still want to play in the streets? It's high-level snakes like this nigga Big U out here. You feel me? That's operating on a very high level. You still want to play in these streets, man? For a couple dollars, for a couple years, or a couple months, some niggas don't make it a couple nights, man. You feel me? Although Henley did not specifically address the murder in his video, he called the allegations against him bullcrap. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing options? I am committing no crimes and covering up anything with developing options. Let me see. Who else has been charged? Although the biggest name on the list is Henley, authorities also announced that they have charged 18 other members and associates of the Rolling 60s. Here we go right here. Termaine Ashley Williams, a rapper known as Luce Cannon, was arrested in Las Vegas and charged with the robbery. In the complaint, Rosa describes Williams' involvement in the robbery of an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in LA, allegedly at the discretion of Henley. Rosa wrote that Williams later admitted the robbery on the No Jumper podcast. The podcast episode was removed. Rosa wrote after Henley allegedly served a cease and desist order. That's crazy. So Henley served them a cease and desist order at No Jumper because Dog went on there and basically detailed a robbery. You feel me? That's crazy. And it still came up in court. See, that just go to let you know, once you put something out there, you can't take it back. Ain't no takesies backsies. As you can see, I got the clip. So once it's out there, it's already out there. Ain't no taking it back, homeboy. So what I want to know is this. If they using Luce Cannon's words so candidly and taking it the way they say they're taking it, do you think they're going to connect the dots on Nipsey Hussle and try to put a conspiracy case together? Because, you know what I'm saying, Luce Cannon did say this.
A call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yeah, and
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep.
Yeah, I will say Wack been working against him. You see how Wack coaching the thing? He been working against him for a minute and shit. You feel all them niggas been working against Big U for a minute. They wanted him off the streets one way or the next. Can we all agree on that? They was calling him off the streets one way or the next. You know what I'm saying? According to the complaint, Henley allegedly paid Amiri Alfalji $1,000 to transport 3 women from California to Las Vegas to engage in prostitution. Alfie later spoke to the FBI. Rosa wrote and admitted to promoting prostitution, noting she was known for bringing the hoes. So she turned. This lady, Armani, she turned. She spoke to the FBI and let them know that she was promoting prostitution and this and that and the other. Or I don't know, she took it on the chin. One way, there's only 2 ways to look at that statement. You feel me? It says she spoke to the FBI, Rosa wrote, and admitted to promoting prostitution, noting she was known for bringing the hoes. But they charging him with it. They're not charging her with sex trafficking. I don't think they charging him with it. You feel me? Henley allegedly later said on a wiretap call that investigators were going to charge, I can't say her last name that good, so I'm just going to say Armani, with sex trafficking based on a recording they had of Henley saying Armani could find women for them. Shit, so you going to get me and say my crime is sending girls money for sex? Is that my crime? Adult girls too? You hear me? It's not like it's some kids. Not like it's a boy, Henley allegedly said on the wiretap. We're talking about grown-ass women. That's crazy. They got him saying a whole bunch, man. It'll be fun to see when the entire thing comes out. The entire wiretap, the entire paperwork, see who talking, who said what, who turning, who charged with exactly what and what's going on, man. It's going to be interesting to see, but let me know what you think about it, man. Jump in the comment box. Do you think Luce can and tell? That's something I want to know. Do you think he going to cooperate with the FBI? I mean, he pretty much has already done that over social media over the past couple of years. What's another question I'd like for you to let me know? Let me know if you think WAC 100 is somewhere in this indictment. Big, you said when they hit his houses, they was asking about WAC 100 or something about WAC 100 he was saying. Do you think WAC 100's name will come up in this, or will he be summoned to come to court as a witness for the prosecution or the defense or whatever the case may be? Will Brick Baby walk? Let me know what's on your mind, man. Until the next time, peace to the 5% nation of gods and earths. Until we meet again, I'll be back.